Good morning and welcome to Manifesting Monday. It has been a crazy week with weather. We had our, what do they call it, a bomb cyclone again last week. We didn't get as much snow as we had the time before when we had the bomb cyclone. However, we also got snow on Friday evening into early Saturday morning, which of course caused me to have to cancel our open house, which I was super bummed about. However, I will be having another open house, or rescheduling the open house in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. And it's a huge day because my husband Jonathan's house sold, so now we are officially down to our one property. And we will continue to make progress on that and get it up and ready for the hay season. In fact, he's out there finishing, drilling seed today. So I am going to pray for warmer weather and sunshine to bring all of the crop in successfully this year. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you this week is I send out daily inspirations, and they are called Daily Whispers. And one of the ones that went out a couple days ago was, do you need to upgrade your mental computer? You wouldn't let your computer run on an old, outdated system, so why should you, right? And what's it going to take to upgrade your mental system? And last week I talked a little bit about the trolls and Chris Angel. I've been watching him, who's done our interviews for our podcast on Touched by a Horse. And he too has been talking about, like what's holding you back. And is that inner critic, a troll, the monkey minds, whatever you want to call them. I call them sometimes the peanut gallery. It's the little chatter that you hear in your head that's potentially keeping you from having the things that you want and your goals and your dreams. And so I think it's really good every now and again to upgrade your mental computer. It does get outdated, and sometimes just reading self-help or shelf-help books, as I like to call them, doesn't always make the shift that is necessary. And so I wanted to also give you some tips that you can focus on throughout the week. And I have also been talking to you about things that you can do. We did just finish, the first quarter. However, we're already 2 weeks in to April. And it's that ugly day where we have to file our taxes, unfortunately. However, it's halfway through the month. And it's like, where does time go? And so what are you doing to continue to stay focused on your goals and your dreams, and to make sure that they actually are getting manifested and you're taking steps towards those? And so one of the things, like I said, that we talked about last week is the chatter, the peanut gallery, and how to actually get rid of those self-doubts. And if you don't take action, you'll keep wondering, what if? You will struggle with self-doubt and question your decisions. So taking action and building experience and will actually boost your confidence. It also allows you to discover new resources and information that will contribute to your success. And, you might find somebody who has the missing piece to your puzzle that will complete the picture. So if you continue to take action steps towards, I got a phone call. If you can continue to take action steps towards those goals, you will continue to be successful. It may not show right away. And one thing that I struggle with is doing all of the action steps and yet not necessarily seeing fruits of my labor. So what I continue on to go back and do is, pull up the dirt and go, is the seed growing? Is the seed growing? And unfortunately, you're not able to do that. You just really have to have faith that all of the things that you're doing are actually going to create the dreams that you want. And one other thing that I want you to think about as you're taking these action steps is your time is limited. Steve Jobs once said that remembering you're going to die is the best way to stop thinking you have something to lose. Your time on this earth is limited, and you never know what's going to happen a month or a year or a second from now. And you may never get a second chance to rent the perfect office space in your area, or go to that meeting you've been postponing for weeks, or eat the chocolate cake, or have dinner with your friends, or apply for the dream job. So my suggestion to you is there something that you have been holding off on, waiting for it to be that perfect moment? My suggestion is take action today and don't settle for anything less than what you actually deserve. Another thing I want you to think about is that one thing actually leads into another. It's really the Hansel and Gretel, right? Like following the breadcrumbs. So if you get started, which is often the hardest and the most important step to success, no matter your plans, if you continue to take action, they will ultimately start to manifest. So continue to follow those leads. And once you make the first step, everything else will actually fall into place. It'll become very easy if you're on the right path and you are clear with your vision and with your dream. And it may or may not work out. However, at least you're taking some steps, and if nothing else, it's going to lead you to another direction. Think of it as an opportunity to learn and grow, and like I said at the beginning of this, upgrade your mental computer. And let's say you want to apply for a job that sounds perfect for you, but you know you're not necessarily qualified enough. It could still be scary to apply for that, yet what do you have to lose? The worst they could say is no, right? Like you don't meet the qualification. And if you don't get the job or you don't get whatever it is that you want, you've had practice and it's led you to the next step. And you'll get some sort of feedback on what you may focus on, what would support you in actually getting what you want. As long as you start taking action, you're going to get results. And the last thing I want to leave you with today is developing your skills. Whether your project succeeds or fails, whether you get your dream or not, there's always a chance to learn new things. And taking action will help develop your skills, leading to greater confidence, minimizing the peanut gallery. And the next time you want to take action or you have a goal or a dream, you'll actually be better prepared, you'll have more experience, you'll have more self-confidence, and you'll be able to stop the chatter from potentially keeping you from what it is that you actually want. And you'll approach things from a new perspective, and most importantly, you won't repeat the same mistakes. So I really hope that this information was helpful for you and that you can take one step this week to go towards your dreams and upgrade your mental computer. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and I look forward to chatting with you again next week. As always, feel free to drop me a line if you have any questions. I offer free consultations, and I'm happy to talk to you about how I can support you with your goals and dreams. Talk to you next week.